Whoops, where'd the chat go? Okay, there it is. Whew, what do I want to do today? I have some things in aviary I could work on. I don't really want to do our Christmas in July today because my tooth kind of hurts, and that requires a lot of talking and walking through. I kind of want to start maybe a new page, or I can work in some ivy. I need to add some metallics to this. Hold on. Or I can finish working on this. I've been doing a lot of this page, the rest of this on my own. Or I could also, I have a whip in here that I'm almost done with that I need to finish. I already have the pencils out for this. Or we could start a whole new page. I really want to do this one. Let's go through it. I might do something, start a new page in Magical Earth. I could work on the cover page. Let's see what the cover page. Do I want to do the cover page of this one? I kind of like the one in Magical Earth. Maybe we'll do that. Yep, let's just work on the cover page for Magical Earth. We'll start there. See if something else I want to do kind of pops up. I'm just going to be coloring, hanging out. I'm not doing Christmas in July because I have a really bad toothache. And I'm trying to kind of hang in there as far as my tooth until August 21st. So I'm trying to hang in there for a month. And last night when I came home from work, my tooth had started hurting, and I don't know if I laid on it when I went to sleep or not, but now the whole left side of my face is swollen, and there is some pain, let me tell you. So I took some medicine a little while ago, and then I did a salt and baking soda mix. Jesus. I did a rinse, and then I numbed it. I have like this kind of like spray stuff that, I just put a little bit on a Q-tip and rubbed it where it was hurting. So right now I don't really feel it. It still hurts, but it doesn't hurt as much as it was hurting earlier. I thought I was gonna die. So, don't you chew that wire. Hey, hello. Excuse me. What are you doing? So, not gonna do Christmas in July today. I'm gonna save that for tomorrow because I have an actual doctor's appointment tomorrow, and I'm praying that they give me something. I don't know if it's infected or not, but hopefully she can give me something to deal with it. If it is infected, some antibiotics would be nice, and something for the swelling, hopefully, because it looks like I've been hit across the face. So, um, with that being said, I'm just picking something light-ish to do. And I'm thinking I kind of want to start with this guy. I kind of want to find out what page he's on so I can kind of get a general idea of the color I want him to be. I know this guy is this one right here on the front. I don't, is the tiger on here? No, I think it's only some of them. Well, what page is that guy on? This page is cool. I've been kind of really focusing on the newer books, Aviary, Labyrinth, Magical Earth. I haven't done anything in Wild Summer yet, but those are the ones I kind of have like right on my desk. So, oh, that's this guy. Okay. How would I color this page? There is, it seems like it would be a dark page. There's a lot of books. I'm thinking a lot of browns, maybe. It looks like they're in an old abandoned, because there's a wall back here, brick wall. But it's dark, I assume, because these lanterns are on. It could even be like a dark gray kind of day. But what color would he be? Maybe like a, I don't really want to do gray. Maybe like a, I don't really want to do like orangey either. Maybe just like a regular brown. I feel like this page is going to have a lot of browns because I know I wanted to do the elephant brown. I wanted it to be like one of those warm gray brownish elephants. He's probably going to be brown. The orangutan is going to be like an orangish brown. Also, I assume this is his foot. If this is his foot, it's backwards or something. And I think this is his tail too. So this page is going to have a lot of neutral colors. Linda, hey. So with that being said, let's start with him, I guess. Should I use my Albert Duers? I haven't used them in a while. Let's start with this lantern, because I think I want the lantern to be kind of like a, I should have marked that page. Because I almost want to do the page now versus the cover. But do I want to start a new page? Because I think I want these lanterns to be kind of a dark blue, grayish color. Should I do? Should I do the cover? Start the cover or start a new page? Decisions, decisions. Also, I guess I kind of want to do the page now. Because I'm imagining this to be like a, Well, let's start here and then maybe go to the page. I just said I should have marked it and I closed it again. I was reorganizing my desk. I'm still in the process of reorganizing it because I want my desk to look a tad bit better than what it's been looking. It's been looking a little rough. And then I have like all these page flag things stuck to the side to my right over here, and I'm just being kind of frugal and trying to reuse them, but I have so many. Like if I take this out, like I have a bunch there, and those I don't even think. Hang on, guys. Come here. I don't even think those are all the ones I have, like I was saying. So, yes, Yuki, I don't know what, all the dogs over here have been acting a little wild for the past like couple hours. I don't know if they're working on something outside or what they're doing, but every time he barks, it makes my tooth hurt more. So, and it's not his fault, but I need him to be quiet just for a little while. Um, I really want to do this one too, the abandoned train. I don't know. I'm feeling like I want to start a new page. I do like this one though. Do I like it more than the abandoned library? Probably. Do I? This page is giving like nighttime vibes too. Because I want to try coloring some wood. I see a lot of bookshelves. And what else would be good on this page? The lanterns look like they would be fun to color. What else? I do like the vines that's wrapping around this book over here. They're like wrapped around the books while they're open. I don't know if I feel like coloring trees. Hi, Brittany. This one it's mythographic. I've been in my mythographic books. That's my main focus for the year. But this one is Magical Earth. There, without the glare. There you go. This is, I have one whip. I was gonna say I've only done one page, but technically it's a whip. Because I'm working on the water right now. So you can see I started on this little corner over here. But this is all I have going in this book. So I'm trying to figure out, because I was going to start the cover page, but I don't know. I might save the cover pages for last. So I'm in the mood for starting a new page. I haven't touched Wild Summer, but close up. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I finished the sky. I decided not to do the shading because I wanted whatever these things are just to kind of stand out. So I didn't shade them. But there you go. And then his tail is finished. But the rocks is the rocks is what I'm working on now. The water around the rocks, rather. So that's what I'm working on. And I still have to do his eyes too. So this is technically a whip. But that's the only thing I have going in here. I like this one. But I'm feeling like I want to start on a new page. Even though we have the Christmas in July going, I didn't really want to work on that today because my tooth, and that requires a lot of talking and planning on what pencils and stuff, and too much for my tooth right now. Um, my favorite one, Brittany, are the ones by Joseph, but I do have some by Fabiana. Let me see which ones I have by her. Um, Let me just move this. I have Cosmic Spirit, which I haven't done anything in. I have Enchanted Castles. I have Dream Garden, Menagerie. I think that's the only ones. Yeah, so those are the only ones I have by her. Um, so far, just these two. But I do want to pick up the Magical Beast one, and I think that's by a totally separate person. So we will see. I haven't seen a flip through of it yet. Don't wanna. I just want to buy it and see. So I do have. This is light. This is the one. Is this the one I wanted to complete? Yes and no. This is the one that I'm doing. So for this one, um, I am leaving something white on every page. I'm using an alcohol base, marker base, except for this page, because this is our, this is a color along that I'm doing that I didn't finish, but we will finish. I'm just slow and procrastinate, and I jump around a lot. But, and then at least one thing metallic on every page, and then shading it with pencil. So, for example, this one, it's right now I only have the marker base. Okay. Uh, so I have a finished one here. So I did the marker base. I did the pencil shading. I left the feathers and the houses white. And then if you look, the moon or whatever that is in the back is metallic. And I added some stickles to the lining of the mountains and also the stars. But most of these are whips. Like, most of them just have the marker base so far. This one has a little pencil shading, but mostly just the marker base. The turtle is finished. It's got the parts that I left white, metallic, marker base, and what do you call it? Pencil shading. And there's a lot of metallic on this one. I went a little crazy, just a little. And then this one's finished. I left the giraffe white. The metallic is on him and also around the sunflower sun. And the flowers has a little bit of shine to them. So I do have books by her. I really lean more towards Joseph's. I don't think I have any in Dream Garden. I started this one, getting around to it. It just has marker base right now. For this book, I'm doing all the backgrounds black. So I started putting black on all of them. Metallic watercolors is what I use mostly. I do have metallic, hello Julie. I do have like gel pens and stuff, but metallic watercolors are my favorite. But this one still has some of the hidden images that I'm not really a fan of. Enchanted Castle, I think I have one finished in here. If you can call it finished. I don't know what I was doing on this page. This is a lot of pink. You will probably hardly ever see me use this much pink and this much glitter on a page, because this is the glitter that's getting all over the place, and it is all over the place. And I think that's kind of probably the reason why I sort of rushed through this one. And I left all the hidden images white too, which is also annoying. So I just kind of, that page is considered done. This one is a whip. May or may not come back to it. Because the ones in the hidden images, with the hidden images, I'm just kind of like not into, since they came out with ones that don't have them. I haven't been coloring in the ones that do. So that is that. And then also, I have Cosmic Spirit, but I haven't touched it at all yet. Though I was looking at that Hermit page. I kind of want to do that. Where's he at? This page looks fun too, but the Hermit page looked really cool. I kind of want to, this one. But these little rings that they put around, they're supposed to be like light, like the circle is supposed to be like the light. Hers is a lot thicker than Joseph's, so instead of making this like a ring of light, I think I'm just gonna make that metallic or metal to make it seem like it's part of the lantern versus light. But I do want to do this page too, because I don't have anything done in this one. So I'm just focusing on my mythographic books because I have a crap ton of them, and it doesn't make any sense to have that many and not coloring them. So I'm thinking either this one, because I want to start a new page, or the abandoned train. Hey, View. Trying to figure out, I want to start a, oh, you was getting ready to go live? Nice. You've been trying to get a list of, so I can tell you that the ones that don't have it, I think, let me see, does Odyssey still have them? Yeah, it does. I think, hang on. I can tell you the ones that do not have the images that I have. I don't have a whole compiled list, but Voyage does not have any hidden images. So when you scroll to the last picture, that's it. And also, Menagerie does not have any hidden images in it. Neither does Cosmic Spirit. What did I just do with it? Anyway, it's over there somewhere. Cosmic Spirit. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm avoiding the flip. So I just blind bought it and praying that it's good. So Magical Earth does not have any hidden images in them. Aviary does not. Labyrinth and Wild Summer. So I think anything after Odyssey and Wild Winter does not have any hidden images in it. Those are the ones that do not, that I have. Yeah, I hope so, because I was just like, click. You know, I went on Amazon to get some dishwashing pods and got some other stuff, some hair care stuff. It was Prime Day, so got some stuff. Yeah, I don't like the Mythagoria books anyway either. The paper's really thin too. So I might do this one. This one doesn't have the fox guy, doesn't have any lanterns, but I kind of want to color the train. I don't know. What do I want to color? Really, I just got on just to get on. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know you will, View, because they pop up in your store over there. This one's kind of cool too with the narwhal. So I'll probably when it gets here, I'll do a flip with you guys and see if I like it. And View says I'll like it, so I'll probably like it. uh, Maybe we'll start a page in that one too. I feel like I should be able to have at least 2 whips in each book. So I'm looking at, oh, and then I do want to do this page. I really want to do this one. But I don't know if I want to start this one right now, because I need to do a little bit more research on glow effects, because I want these rocks to have a little bit of a glow. So I might not do that one. Oh, wow. Yeah, you know, my tablet is still going strong. I have a iPad 12.9 something something 3rd generation. So you haven't colored in this book at all. So the only thing I have in here is my whip. This is the one I was doing on my vacation, but I worked on it some when I got back. So this is all I have done in this one. But I'm trying to figure out what I want to do today. I could start the one that my mom wants, but I kind of want to wait until I finish the water on this one to see how it turns out before I start this one. I could pick one in Wild Summer, but I'm really feeling this one. Should we color some stuff in here? I know you guys are like, will you pick something? uh the more I flip, the more I'll figure it out, I promise. And then I'm thinking I could use my Albert Doers, but I don't want to wait, because you have to wait for it to dry before you put pencil on top. This one's kind of interesting with the ladybugs. It's a lot of flowers. Let me see. How many ladybugs do we have here? And then what color? This is like a little brick house. That's kind of cute. I would probably want to do the ladybugs orange. And then I would have to figure out a background, maybe a light blue. I could always pull a color palette, but I don't feel like doing that either. This seems a little bit easier and less stressful than the library page though. But since I'm trying to limit myself to 2 whips, I can only start one until that other page with the lizard is finished. So I have to choose which one I want to start. And this one is easier, technically. So maybe we'll do this one. Pablo's really working this really good in this book too. I just don't know if I want to deal with the Pablos today. I really like this one. This one is given like creepy forest vibes. It's got some metallic stuff going on down at the bottom too with the train. Should we do the train? Let's do the train. Let's just do it. Okay. 30 minutes trying to pick out a page I want to color. That's crazy. All right. And that's real time. This is me all the time. And I feel like that I probably would take longer if I wasn't streaming. All right. So now, what pencils do I want to use? I don't really feel like switching back and forth. I think the polys would be pretty great because it has a lot of the colors that I'm thinking about, especially for the train. Because I'm thinking like a red, like a dark, kind of brownish red, I guess. So, and then for the background, I don't know. I'm thinking like a really dark blue. And then maybe we'll have like these little wispy things. Um, maybe like a light blue or something. I don't know. They look like, yeah. I try to go in order, but I don't think my brain can keep up with going in order. I've tried so many times in so many books, and it just don't work. One of these days. I did really good in my older Ivy book, and then I started jumping around and so on and so forth. So I'm trying to do it in the one that I have now, but I'm kind of giving myself a little bit more room instead of going, okay, you have to go in order. It's more like, all right, go in order, but don't go past this page type of thing. Because going in order, I've noticed, drives me slightly crazy. So if I give myself a little wiggle room, it's not so bad. So I'm thinking Albrecht Doers and then go over them with, because I can use them dry too. But I think on the mythographic paper, when you use them dry, it feels kind of weird compared to the actual polys. So I don't know if I want to stress myself out trying to do that. Yeah, exactly. Like when I'm like pressuring myself to go in order, it's just like after a while, it's like kind of burning myself out a little bit. Okay, so now that I have the page, I'm wondering, should I pick a palette? I know what color the train I want to be. I want. I know what color I want the train to be. Um, so I guess I can build off that. I kind of want it to have like a burgundy or a rusty color. Hmm. View. So let's see. If I go with a dark blue for the background, I could do color palette. I could probably pick a couple different color palettes, really. Because I'm seeing a lot of different browns on this one, which is usually how most of my pages kind of come along. So, maybe color palette number 230 and 231. Those two don't even go together. They kind of do. All right, we're gonna start with this one. Maybe throw some colors in from this one. But I'm gonna need some green for some of these. I mean, this one would be cool because I need some dark blues for the background. But I'm looking at this one next to it. Let's see. Probably. Ooh, that's a tough one. Probably both. Honestly, I'll probably do both. Because I know I want the train to be kind of this dark reddish color, and then inside. Yeah, all right. Let's do that. Let's start with that. So there's some yellow in here and some, they say copper. So um I'm gonna start with the wood around because there's some wood around the windows. So I'm gonna start with that because I think I want that to be kind of a lighter brown, just so the red of the thing can work out. All right, we're doing polys. I was thinking Pablo's, but I really don't feel like fighting with my hands. They actually don't hurt today, so I don't want to aggravate the arthritis or the carpal tunnel or both. So we're going tried and true polys because they don't make my hands hurt. There we go. And also, I don't know, you guys want a sneak peek of my my color combo book, because that can also help me choose. See, the thing with my color combo book though is I'm slightly lazy, and while I have the color combos written down on some of these, I don't have. Why am I so zoomed in? Is this something seems weird? Can I zoom out? No. Okay. So I have what happened? Oh, right here, that one. So I have some browns, don't know where they are, here. So I could always come back here and be like, oh, which brown do I want for the windows? But in some cases, like for this Prismacolor one back here, I have them written down, but I don't have them colored in, so there's that. Don't have a brown I was looking for anyway, so we're gonna make one. The one that I used in here for this one is kind of what I'm leaning towards, maybe a slightly lighter, because I want it to be kind of like an orangey brown, the wood, but I want it to be light. So I'm thinking I'm going to bring out some I'm gonna start with terracotta, burnt ochre, and do I want to do sanguine? Yeah, I can do Venetian red, but I really like that combo. It's kind of like an orangey brown. So let me, I'm gonna put these back, but the opposite direction, so I know that's what I was using for that other page. Okay, so I could also bring in some light yellow ochre, but I think I want just like brown. So we'll do, actually, yeah, let me try that. Light yellow ochre, terracotta, and sanguine, but I'm also gonna bring burnt ochre just in case, because I might need that to go between these two. Do you need 4 colors like this? No, you don't. But I am one of those people. Okay, so we got sanguine. This I may or may not need. Whatever color this is, burnt ochre, terracotta. I might not need that burnt ochre. So instead of sanguine, because this is looking a little too yellow, so I'm gonna take out the light yellow ochre, and I might also take out the sanguine, and I might go with something else. Something else like, I mean, I like the sanguine because it has that, I could always stick something else after it or over it, and that way it doesn't look so orangey. But I kind of like the orangey, so I'm gonna bring out this little tiny one too, just in case. All right, so if I stick this over, is it gonna, yep, okay. This is what we're going with for the windows, but not the yellow. It won't have so much of this yellow in it, if any at all. Probably none at all, because that's too yellow. So sanguine, it'll be our shade color. burnt ochre, which we're gonna go over the sand green with and come down just so we can tone it down a little bit. Is this what I'm looking for is the question. Because I can go with a different approach. I can do like a raw umber. Raw umber, burnt umber, and brown ochre. Let's try that. Let's see. We're just testing here, guys. Raw umber. Where is burnt ochre? Hello? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. This is just the shadow color, so we won't need too much of this. And then we'll go this. I kind of think I like this one more. Yeah, I think I actually like this one more. So I'm glad we tested something different. Now, let's actually start coloring. I don't know. I think that's the order. Figured out. Okay. So, and then I might even though I said I didn't want too much yellow, I just want to see. Yeah, I might bring a little bit of this in. Just a tiny bit. Not too much. All right. This is me all the time, guys. You can also, what do you call it? You can do a thing. Alcohol marker base. Sorry. When my tooth starts hurting, you guys, I'm not all the way there. So you'll have to excuse me today. Okay. So we're starting a new page. We're taking a break from Christmas in July because Jazz has a toothache. So we're going to start with window. Is that good? Can you guys see? All right, so I'm not starting with the yellow. We're going to use it, but I'm not starting with it. So I'm starting with my very tiny brown ochre. I promise you I have another one, but I need this one to run out. So I'm just going to very lightly. Do I have a page behind this? Yes. Even though I'm using pencil, I still like to put a paper behind it because sometimes, I don't think I've seen it with the mythographic books, but some books, when you don't put a paper behind it and you color with whatever you're coloring with, sometimes the image gets printed off onto the other image. This is single-sided, so if anything, if I don't put it, this image will be plastered on the back of this image, and it's weird. I don't like when that happens, especially in a double-sided book, because now you've got ink from another image on the image you're trying to color, and it's kind of annoying. So I don't even like Christmas in December, so yeah, we're just, my tooth, I can't, because I know I'm not like 100% like focused. I don't want to butcher that page because that is like a color along thing we're doing, and if I butcher it, I'm not going to want to finish. And I know some people who watch my channel, they don't like it when I don't finish things. And to be honest, I don't really like it either. I try to finish what I can, but I do work full time, so sometimes it's hard to finish things. And so when I can finish something, I try to do my best to do so. Also, it's looking kind of stormy outside. Yes, we're still in summer, but we get monsoons out here, so we haven't gotten any warning or anything yet, so I don't know if there's an actual one coming or not. But okay, stop knocking the camera, Jazz. But it's looking dusty and stormy, and we are going to do our best to have a decent stream without the storm doing strange things. So right now I'm just basing all the parts that I want to be kind of wooden. And this looks like part of the window, but it also looks kind of off. So alright, but we're gonna, that's fine. It's like not even. um yeah, like cold wise, I feel okay. I think whatever that was that I was coming over with is kind of disappearing on its own. But now I got this toothache again, and I'm just like, can you not until my dentist appointment in August, please? Because they don't have anything sooner, and I'm gonna take some pliers and rip the rest of this tooth out. And yes, I said the rest of because it's a tooth that was kind of broken that I should have dealt with ages ago, but because I don't like the dentist, that didn't happen. So now it's annoying me. And then I have one that I just cracked recently. I was eating some chips and I felt it crack, and right now that one's pretty dormant. It's not bothering me right now. Um, that is what kind of signaled me to make the appointment, because I'm like, I'm not about to have both teeth, one on each side, to where I can't eat anything. So, um, here we are. And this one, though, on the side that I'm talking about, it comes and goes with the pain, but they need to take that out. And I'm gonna do it myself here soon because it's driving me a little bit crazy. But I'm not a fan of dentists. They scare me and they hurt. So I don't know what this is. I think this is like, it used to be a light or something on the side. So I'll leave that. Um, these windows here, I guess, can be brown as well. These are smaller, so you'll need your pencil pretty sharp, unless you're really good with coloring small spaces with a super blunt pencil. I can do it sometimes, but I don't have the patience today, so my pencil is pretty sharp. I did slightly sharpen it. Also, I went back to the sharpener for my polys because this one, for some reason, stopped sharpening them, and this one doesn't sharpen them enough. So I went back to the Prismacolor sharpener until I can find something better before it starts to eat up my polychromos and I chuck it at a wall. I wish I could I need someone to tell me what the best hand sharpener is for the polychromos. You would think I would know that by now, but I did like this one. Excuse me. But for some reason, it's breaking my poly. So I don't know if I need to replace it because it's sharpening everything else, but it's breaking my poly. So I don't use my polys for that one. So I need to get something better for my polys, especially because I use them so much. Okay. Thank you, Julie. Right after I said I was feeling better from whatever that was that I had, there goes a sneeze. Okay. So now I'm bringing in raw umber and I'm just kind of putting this where I feel like I might come up a little bit more. Just general. I'm not the best at coloring wood, so we're just, you know, kind of throwing this down. I just, I picked the color that I want to put or to have in the wood, and then I just kind of, it is what it is when I put it down, because one of these days I'll learn how to actually do like the wood grain and stuff, but this area is too small. Um, and then it's not enough space to do all of that with. So I have to try my polychromos with the sharpeners I have. Yeah, the hand sharpeners. I refuse to put my pencils in one of those automatic things because I'll cry every time I have to sharpen my pencil because they eat up a lot of the pencil and I will cry every time. So just the hand one, please. So yeah, uh, I'm ready to pull out my own tooth, and that probably will be not a good idea. So, and so today, instead of washing this morning, since it's super hot, we decided to try washing at night. And so we're gonna go a little bit later when the sun goes down, and we'll see how that turns out. You can hear the summer bugs out there just buzzing away. I'm like, you all should be in a tree somewhere just hanging out because it's 110 degrees and you guys are just chirping away out there. And I almost had a heart attack last night. I opened the cabinet. I was getting a plastic cup so that I can do my little baking soda and salt rinse. And when I picked up the pack of cups, something jumped out at me. I don't know if it was one of those locust things or if Locust. I think Locust is from Gears of War, the game. Lotus? I don't know. One of those grasshopper with wings, okay? I don't know if it was that or what it was because it jumped out at me. Yeah, can you hear them, Linda? And it's crazy because my window is not even open and they're just loud. Look, yeah, um, I don't know if it was the locust or what it was because when it jumped at me, I screamed and swatted or tried to swat at it with the plastic cup case. And mind you, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. And so it disappeared on me and I don't know where it went, but it's in the house currently. And every time I open that cabinet, I get freaked out because I know it either went back in the cabinet or it's somewhere in my kitchen and I need to find it. Um, but I didn't get a good enough look at it because I screamed and swatted and it disappeared. And it all happened in like less than a second. So, whatever it was, I know it was like brown, maybe, and some black. I'm telling you guys, I screamed like a schoolgirl, so I really don't know. But um, the cicadas, or however you would like to pronounce that, those are going away outside right now. They're just having a ball. But I don't think that's what that was that jumped at me. Whatever it was like that big, and I almost had a heart attack. So it's in the house somewhere. Um, and I was like, oh gosh, I said, I probably woke up everybody screaming like that. And I'm annoyed because I don't know where it is and I know it's in the house. So it's like, I'm hoping that I hit it because honestly, I don't know if I actually hit it or not. Um, right, exactly. I'm telling you, like when I opened the cabinet, like I went in the cabinet earlier and I like stepped back and I like did like a super reach to open the cabinet and I stood there for a minute and I'm like, okay, if something jumps out this time, like I'm prepared for it. But because it was the top cabinet, and when when it jumped at me, I kind of swat, so it went downward somewhere. Unless it can fly, it's not going to be back in that top cabinet anymore. It's probably in one of the lower cabinets, or it could be under the refrigerator or under the dishwasher. I don't know. If it likes dark places, it crawled under something, and that's where it's hanging out. But you got to come out sometime because I would assume that you need to find food or water or something. And I've also been kind of eyeing Yuki's water bowl just to make sure that it's not near it. And I don't want him to really eat whatever it is because he might try and play with it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's poisonous or not. So I've been kind of keeping an eye out. Um, it would be nice if he helps me find it, but I know Yuki, so there's that. Uh, it's yeah. I'm telling you, Linda. I started to just be like, all right, everybody, pack up, let's go. Um, but I'm not. I don't do bugs like spiders. I can kind of do depending on how big they are. I can kill a spider because usually they're not that fast. But whatever this thing was, it was too fast for me, or I've gotten slower. I don't know, but uh, I was not. When I tell you I was not prepared for it, because one, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, my tooth was killing me, and all I was thinking about was getting in the cabinet, getting my little cup so I can do my rinse, and it just jumped. I was like, "Excuse me, sir, do you live here? Like, what is happening?" I'm like, "Okay." And when we were in California, and I was home by myself. I don't know, for people who've been watching my channel for like ever, they remember this one. There was a grasshopper or it was a cricket. I don't know which one it was. I think it was a cricket. And it somehow was in the house and it was in the bedroom, and Mizu actually noticed it, and she was just as scared as I was. She's like, heck no, what is this? I'm not dealing with that. So it crawled under the bed or it hopped under the bed or whatever. I was trying to beat it to death with a broom, but I lost that battle and it went underneath the bed in the bedroom. And I was like, oh, heck no. So I was home alone. I couldn't reach it and I couldn't like lift the bed or the mattress because it's a California king size something something bed. So no way I was lifting that. And so I was like, all right. So I grabbed Mizu and I grabbed my iPad and I closed the room door and I stuck a towel and I waited for him to come home because I couldn't get it. And I was terrified. I was like, oh, heck no, because it was fighting me back. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know what this is. It's fighting me back. I'm not prepared for this fight. I had the broom, but I was most certainly losing that fight and I was scared. So I was like, no. I was like, there's no way. Nope. And then once it went under the bed, it was like it knew. I was like, no. Mm-mm. I was like, come on, Mizu. And she was just as scared as I was. She was having none of it. I was like, let's go. So that was right up her alley. She left the room too, and we stayed in the living room And this had happened like early on in the night. I think it was like 6 or 7. So we stayed in the living room on the couch until he got home, and he would get off, I think, like at 2 at the time. He would get off at 2. And I wasn't having it. And she wasn't either. So that's where we hung out until he got home, which was like 2 something. So um, I don't do bugs, especially big ones that jump, because I'm not having whatever it is you're jumping after. So um, this one, the way it jumped at me, I just was like, oh no, sir. I was like, nope. And I have to cook later, and I'm so scared because if that thing jumps out at me while I'm cooking, I'm leaving. I'm leaving the house. I might even burn it down. I may or may not bring some coloring books with me, but I'm out of here because the way that thing jumped, and the way I squealed, I was like, oh, I know my neighbors were probably like, what is she screaming at this time? Because I'll scream. When it comes to like bugs and stuff, I'll scream. They'll be like, what the heck? And like the next day when I see them, they'll be like, yeah, we heard you screaming. What did you find? And it's kind of embarrassing because they know why I'm screaming. They're just like, what did you find? And I'm like, we don't have like a lot of bugs, but during like the summer, occasionally I will see like those weird grasshopper things by my front door. So I guess it must have hopped in here maybe when we were coming home, or I don't know, but it snuck its way in here and it was in my cabinet, and I was like, nuh-uh. So now it's not in the cabinet, it's roaming somewhere, and it better pray I don't come across it because I'm gonna try and step on it. And I really don't like to kill bugs. I feel kind of bad even though they're bugs, but except for that grasshopper that I beat with the broom, because he was jumping at me, he was fighting back. But like with spiders and stuff like that, I'll try to like get a little paper and let them crawl on it, take them outside. But if you're gonna be jumping at me, so I hate to say it, this one might get stepped on if I find it. I feel bad, but it's like, what are you doing in my house? Like, I know it's hot outside, I understand, but not my house, please. So he chose the wrong house, unfortunately, and he's gonna have to deal with that. Or, I mean, if he's gonna live here, then he better stay underneath the refrigerator or something where I can't see him. Because if I find you, I can't promise you a happy life, let me tell you. But he probably made his way in here because, like I said, it is too hot outside. It's very hot. We're getting like over 110. It hasn't been under 110 during the day in like a week. So this week is technically supposed to cool down a little, but I think it's still supposed to be over like 105. So it's very hot. So I understand, but dude, not in my house. So, all right, now I'm gonna bring in some of this yellow one just to kind of use it to blend in the other colors, because I don't want it super yellow. So, because we're going for abandoned window vibes. So, question, do you guys like, okay, when I do my live streams, right? Do you guys want to see me coloring something different each time, or do you guys want to see like the same thing? So like, obviously I'm not going to finish a page in a live stream, but do you guys want to like see, like today, how we started a new page even though we are working on Christmas in July? Or do you just prefer to stick to one page? We wasn't sticking to one page today because my tooth is killing me, but on a normal day, do you want to just stick with one page, or do you want to jump around? Because I don't mind jumping around, really, I don't. That gives me good enough reason to do more than one page. Also, I started streaming a little late today because I had to go back to sleep. I took that medicine, and once I was able to like numb the left side of my mouth, I was like, okay, now I can get some rest because I didn't really get any last night because my tooth was like killing me. So once I numbed it, I was like, all right, I'm out, and I took a nice nap. So um, that's why I'm on a little bit late. I almost didn't even come on, if I'm being honest. I was like, listen, they're gonna be like, oh, it's fine. But I'm really trying to keep up with Wednesday and Thursday streams. And then on Thursdays, also, I try to do some recordings. I need to do some more Ivy ones. I think I'm down to like 2 left to post. So I'm going to do some more Ivy. So, like how I'm doing the ones in Ivy, do you guys want to see other books like that or just Ivy? Because I can do other books where I'm just chatting and coloring. Or like if I'm working on a whip, I could just talk and work on it also. Or I can just talk through my process. That's the thing too. But yeah, that was a thing at 2 o'clock this morning. I was just like, man, I don't like bugs in my house, so I'm kind of annoyed. And he went to look for it, but he didn't see it, so I'm really thinking it crawled under something, unfortunately. Not a fan, but alright, it's fine. Count your days, buddy. So I think this wood I think we picked a good color. And yes, I said we because you guys pick colors too, even though you don't. But you guys are here with me while I'm picking it, so it's like you're helping. Trust me. It probably doesn't make any sense, but you are. So, um, yeah, that's gonna look good because the train is gonna be like a dark red. So, and I might even do like, because it looks weathered, so I might do like some darker spot. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Train will probably be last, honestly, because I want everything else around it kind of done, and then we'll figure it out from there. Okay, it's 2:30, so I got time. I don't think we're leaving until like probably like 6 or 7. Whenever the sun decides to go down, we'll go and start washing. I wonder what it's gonna look like. How many people? Because we've not washed at night here in Vegas before. I don't think so. Especially at this place, because it's usually kind of sketchy during the day. So I can only imagine what it's gonna look like at night. Um, you want to see the pages start to finish? Yeah, I mean, so like we could do like, um, because obviously I'll probably work on some of it on my own. So like when I come back, I'll be like, this is what I did on my own, whatever, whatever, and then we'll pick it up from there. But I'll try to stick to one page, or we can have like, if we have more than one page going, then I'll do a poll before we start, and I'll be like, okay, which page do you guys want to finish working on today, type of thing. Also, for my Patreon members, I did post part 1 of a special speed coloring over there, and also you guys got first look at the color palette that I chose for the next color along and the page. So if you're a Patreon member, you can check that out. It's up. And part 2 of the speed color is making its way probably later today. Also, I did a little revamp of my Patreon as well, so there's some cool stuff coming next month. I took my tablet to work last week and did some things, so oh, thank you, Julie. I'm kind of glad I went with this one versus the more orangey looking one. I think I'm gonna save that orangey color for something else. What else have I been working on? I am working on another coloring page. I haven't been producing those as much. I've been taking my time with those. I have one, I've had a couple people buy it. So I'm not in a rush to do them because even though people say they want it, it hasn't been selling well. So right now, I've just been kind of slowly doing them. So, and for those that do want to buy it and don't know where, I do have it on my Etsy. If you're a Patreon member, you get it free over there. All my PDFs are free for my paid Patreon members, so there's that. But other than that, it's on Etsy. I also have my own website where you can get keychains and stickers and stuff like that of my characters as well. I'm working on a new keychain also. It should be ready by fall because it is going to be a fall themed keychain. So of one of my characters, by the way. Most of the things that will probably be in my shop, my square shop, will be of my character. So like keychains, stickers, stuff like that. I may have stickers that are not related to my story as well, but not really sure yet on that one. So, because I'm working on developing my characters, so that's mainly what will be in there. And I've been trying to work on things on my tablet, my actual tablet, because most of the stuff hi Sherry. Oh, no, not Siri. Please be quiet, Siri. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna call you SG because when I call you by your name, it activates you know who. So there's that. Hope to see you do a little bit of Wildergore. Oh, you recently purchased it. How do you like it? I love that book. That book is, I am very patiently working in that one. Because that one's very expensive. I do not want to rush through that book. That book is not cheap. So I am doing my bestest to work in that one very patiently. But I did, I used some water-based markers in there. They work very nice in there. I just put them down as a base. You just, if If I want to switch, I'd be okay. 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 Yeah. No. I don't mind doing either. That's why I was asking. I want to see what you guys enjoy. Because some people are here just to hear me run my mouth, basically. Because I'm getting better at coloring and talking at the same time, so that's a plus. Because before it was kind of hard. Like when I first started doing YouTube, I was like, geez, what do I talk about? Do I talk about coloring the whole time, or do I just kind of just go with it? Now I just kind of whatever comes out of my mouth for the most part. But it's sometimes I try to like talk about my process a little bit, and then when I feel like I've explained that enough, then I'll just start talking about random stuff. So I hear you when you say you're here for the chat, because that seems to be a theme. Um, it's a good thing because I don't mind talking. Right now it's a little tough because the left side of my face is swollen, but I don't, right now it doesn't hurt really, not too much. And I don't really feel it because I did numb it. So I can feel that it's swollen and I can feel the pressure, but I don't. You started your first page. It's a challenge doing it in pencil. Yes, it is. Um, I will show you right now. Let me just finish this little window pane and I'll show what I have in Wildergorn. Um, but yeah, I can feel that my face is swollen and I can feel kind of like the pressure from the tooth that's pushing against my gums, but it doesn't hurt as much. So what I'm feeling is okay for now. Now I don't know how I'm about to show this because this book is huge. So let me see. Um, so in this book, and I can't even zoom out because okay, let me see if I can lift you guys up. You're gonna warning, you're about to see some camera shaking here, but I'm just gonna lift you guys up a bit. Try to without dropping you guys on the floor. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Now, so I have Yuki. If you start, I'm gonna put you back in timeout. Okay. So this one was done in pencil. I think I tried all my pencils on this one, but there's also some metallic. If you can see, like the ink bottle. But this was all pencil. Trying to be cool and do it all in pencil, but I caved on one of the pages. But water-based markers work fine as a base. I did the little dragon guy. This was just me when I first got it. I was just kind of testing out pencils, so I couldn't even tell you what. Um, I have it written down what pencils I was using. So I have this page, still a whip. It's not finished. Most of it is done. There's some metallics on it, like the hills are metallic and the things they're flying on, and some glitter and I had a whole thing going on here. But this took forever and it's still not finished. So then I also have this one going and I have all the things written down over there in the corner. But I have this page, which is going to be slightly brighter. So I started shading these guys and the little thingamabobs. But I skipped this page because this page here is just the downstairs of this page. And so I wanted to change. I was like, okay, well, I have the colors written down. I can always come back to it. You know, there is no rush. So I went on to this page. So I'm not going to go in order. I'm just going to color and enjoy the book itself. But for whatchamacallit purposes, I'm going to take my time in it. But pencil, yes, straight pencil, it's gonna take forever. It's worth it though, because it looks amazing when you do it in just pencil. But it also looks, I based it in those water-based markers. I use the what's going on with this? See, this pencil sharpener is just tearing. I gotta find another pencil sharpener, guys, because what this pencil sharpener is not about to do is eat my polys, and that's exactly what it's doing, and I don't like it. Hop on Amazon later and get another pencil sharpener. Anyway, I use the Arteza, what are they called? Something markers. Water. What are they called? Somebody help me. These things. Everblend Ultra H2O. I use those. I don't think they come in this shape anymore. Hi, Blue Skies. So like if you go on Arteza and you order them, I think they're shaped now, from what I'm hearing, more like the Tombow markers, which in my opinion sucks. I like this shape. So I'm glad I got them when I did, because they don't come in that shape anymore. Something about people getting confused about them being alcohol markers or something like that, even though it literally says H2O on the barrel. But hey, what did I say? Yeah, it is hard to find it, man, let me tell you. And it's hard to find them, and it's hard to find them, and they're showing them, because it's hard because the book is so big. So it's hard to find them, and they're showing the whole page. Like, I couldn't even show the whole page. I have to, like, I did a stream, and I think I had to stream in vertical. I had to turn my phone. I had to go through some works just to stream and show it, because the book is huge. So I would like to do coloring chats in that book, but it's so huge, so I'm not really sure, I wasn't sure if that was something you guys would want to see, because you wouldn't be able to see the whole picture. My desk is not big enough, and I don't think my tripod can go that high without looking funny. So I mean, I can do it if you guys don't mind only seeing, like, and then maybe when the page itself is finished, then I can like post the whole thing in the community thing. But as far as like trying to video it, it's a little tough. I was trying to do a flip through of it too. I don't know how well that turned out, but it's tough because the book is huge. So I know View also, I don't know if I think, was she able to get the whole thing in the shot? She has some on her channel too. View is a View. If she's still in here. I think she did a live. I don't remember if it was a live or a recorded video or not. And then I know we did one together. I don't remember whose channel it was on, hers or mine. So we have a few videos and a few live streams of it. But like I said, I don't think we were completely in shot, except for that one live stream where I did it in vertical. But even then, I think I was zoomed in because details, and I wanted you guys to see the details. So I might have been zoomed in on that one too. So yeah, split it into sections. I was also thinking that too. Just work on one section at a time on the videos. Because the book itself, it'll fit on my desk, kind of. Because I don't mind coloring at strange angles. I mean, I'm used to that. Because when I was little, I would like turn the book and color like this, and I still color like I just color straight like this for you guys for the most part. But occasionally, you will catch me turning the book. I'll be like, okay, guys, I gotta turn because sometimes it's uncomfortable to color just straight like this. So sometimes I'll let you know. I'll be like, okay, I'm turning the book because it's either that or turn my whole entire body and stick my head in the camera, and then you guys won't be able to see. So sometimes I have to turn the book. So even with Wildergorn, I'm like, how I gotta turn this book. There's no way. And so that one's a fight. But that book is so awesome, and it was definitely worth the money. The paper is amazing. And then also I could always color like one of the little postcards. It came with postcards. So I'm like, I could color one of those if you guys want to see that. Ye- well, yeah, she colored one of the pages in the back. That's my favorite one that she colored. Uh what page was it? It was so cool. I like the way she colored it. Where now I just set the book down. Oh, I had to stick it underneath me because my dog will try and this ribbon, he'll go for it. And she colored this one and it turned out so cool. Uh this is like the very back page. And then she did another one, I think. I think she started I can't wait to do this page. This page looks fun. So like something like this. I could like do that and then I think it was another one that she had. Oof, I don't remember. It was one she started. I don't know if she finished it. Was it the one with the giraffe thing? It might have been this one. I don't know if she's still in the chat because I know she does things around this time. She might be going live or something already. But I know, oh, I think it was this one. I think it was this one she did. And I think she did finish it, or it was very close to being finished. She colors much faster than me. So I know she definitely has more done in it than I do. But um, I think she has like one or two actually completed, and then probably like a width. I'll have to ask her. I don't know if she has the live streams or the videos labeled while they're going, so you might have to do a little bit of fishing, and then and again, I don't even remember if it was on her channel or mine. So if you don't see it on hers, and if you go to my lives and anything labeled Wildergorn, she might be in there as well showing hers. But I do also, because the postcards I put them in this is where I keep like my anime um, prints and stuff. But anyway, I have the postcards. They're not, I mean, they're still super detailed, but it's just like sections and pieces of parts of the images. So like, this one would be kind of fun to color. So maybe a postcard. But yeah, this is just where I keep like, this was from Pokemon World Championships. And just some, yeah, don't ask. And I also keep like when I order things from, like people who draw and do art and stuff, I keep their cards in here too. This is just some like album thing I got from Hobby Lobby. And I think you can get refill pages for it because I do need some more of the postcard sized ones because I think I only have one left. Yeah, unless I have some back here. Oh, I do have some back here. Okay. I think I'm good. I have a few back here. But anyway, yeah, the postcards, you can get them if you go to his website, not on there. Where's it at? Let's see. Because you got to go to his website, I think, to order it. Uh, does he have it in here? Where? Okay. If you type in this name, Blue Skies, in Google, I'm sure it will pop up. Because I think that's what I did. Because I was seeing people on YouTube show it, and I was like, oh, but a lot of them, they didn't really, they just was like, you know, I got this book from him, blah, 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 blah. Or he sent it to them. So it's kind of like, all right, but where do I get it from? So I had to Google it. So when you Google it, it does, you'll see his name and stuff pop up. And I think you can buy posters if you don't want to buy the book, because the book is, like I said, expensive. If you're not ready to make that jump, I have been eyeing this book for years before before I actually bought it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy it. This is it, you know. So I finally did it, and I'm like, all right, now that I have it, I'm gonna super take my time, because one, it's expensive, and two, I've been dreaming about this book, and I finally got it. So, and I have a couple books that I want like that, that are a bit on the pricey side, and I just haven't, you know, this is the most expensive one that I have though. But I've been like eyeing Ken Matsuda's his little animal book with the animals or something like that. Sorry, you guys can't see nothing I'm doing. I have been eyeing that one. That one's like $40, and shipping is like 20, so it's roughly, it's a little bit cheaper than Wilderborn was. And I should have got it when I went to LA, and it was like, I think it was 30 something, almost 40. But I'm like, that's almost the same. And I was like, once I actually thought about it and got home and looked at the shipping and everything, I was like, wow, I should have grabbed it, because it was in the bookstore. But I didn't grab it. So there's that. Kicking myself, but that's okay. Retired America is sold. Huh? Oh. Yeah, it's on the official website. Sherry G already has the book. I think Blue Skies was asking about it. But yeah, let me see if I can find if I can go to the actual. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna try to go to the. What I really want to know is why. What's going on with my keyboard? It's like tiny. How do I make it bigger? What the? Why is my keyboard so small? Keyboard settings. Why does this keep happening to me and my keyboard? Okay. What is going on here? You guys see how tiny my keyboard is on my iPad, and I don't know how to fix it. And this keeps happening, and it's fairly annoying because I'm not sure why it's doing it. Anyway. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, so I think it's just wildergorn.com. Let me zoom back out. Uh-oh. So that's the website there. Right. It's very tiny, but it's just wildergorn.com. And then you can go to like shop now. And then it has the book, the posters, digital downloads. Right now the book is should be hopefully is in stock. This thing is showing it in pounds. Look here, we start excessive heat watch, like we know. Anyway, it's showing it in pounds. I'm sure you can switch it to whatchamacallit, I think. Let's just add it to cart. Nope, it doesn't. Hang on. Do I have a login for this? See, what's going on with my keyboard? This is gonna bug me. I don't want to hide the keyboard. I want the keyboard to. But why is it so little? You guys, when I tell you, I'm putting this away because getting just ever so slightly annoyed because my keyboard is so tiny for some reason. And I don't know why. It's bugging me. Is it like that for text messages too? Nope. So it's only doing it on the internet. When I go to search for something. Well, that's annoying. Let's see. Wow, I wonder why it's doing that. Like I feel like I should be able to like double tap it and make it bigger or something. I don't know. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and try and figure it out. I'll figure it out later. Anyway, um, yeah, I think you do get a postcard when you buy a poster. I think so. Oh, you ordered yours through Amazon? Okay. I didn't even know it was available through Amazon. I ordered mine straight from the website, and I got the postcards and the book. And I need to write this combo down because I need to put that in my Browns combo thing. What are we in? We're in Magical Earth, right? Yeah. And I just throw things on a thing here until I put it on until I put it in the book. Sometimes, especially like if I'm just in the groove, I'll just throw it here. I don't have time to put it in the thing. Raw umber and burnt umber. All right. Yeah, Watergorn is awesome. I love that book. Oops, I keep slapping you guys around. Okay. So now that we have that part of the train done, there are some train tracks down here, and I know this part of the track I think is wood, right? And then the part that Okay, police car, slightly rude. Um, I think if I can, should we work on the glass? There's like some glass on some of these windows. Like here, but I don't want it, I don't think I want it to be, summer storm. Yikes. Yeah, it's not these, let me tell you. Thunder, lightning, dust, rain, hail, literally all at one time, going at the same time. It's very interesting. I've never seen nothing like that until I moved out here, and I was like, why are we getting hit with all of the elements at once? So, but we're inside. I mean, we're gonna go a little later and wash, but that doesn't take long. That only takes about an hour. Um, so I'm thinking, because I want the wood for this to be a little bit darker than this one here. If you guys are getting tired of seeing brown, let me know, because I can color with browns for decades. That's like, I love finding brown combos. It's just, I don't know, something about all the different brown combos is just crazy to me. So, and then for the, okay, because I was like, maybe, ooh, Wildercorn is using Amazon now. Tempting. Because if you order through Amazon and you have Prime, you get free shipping, right? Somebody should have told me this before I bought mine. Because let me tell you. But, so I think, because I want this light to have like a yellowish glow, because we're using palette number 231. Is that what we were on? 230. 230 and 231. They both have a yellow. So I want like a yellowish glow on this light. And then there's also, I think I want this up here to be a light. I don't know if that's going to have a yellowish glow or not. Maybe that light will be like broken, because I see some broken glass right here too. So for the broken glass, I kind of want it to have kind of like a green tint to it, because this place looks old and deserted and it looks like the plants are taking over. So I kind of want the glass to be almost like it's mossy, but I still want it to have a little bit of blue, just a little bit. Or maybe like gray. Too bad the polychromos doesn't have like a bluish gray color. That would be nice. I think the Pablo's does. I mean, I could do sky blue, mix it in with a little bit of earth green. Because the 230 color palette does have a blue, so we can use blue. Earth green, we can do sky blue, earth green, then throw in some of these mossy color greens, like maybe May or earth green, yellowish, chrome for some darker spots. Not 100% sure on it yet. We could test it on a small spot. But, so for the tracks though, for the wooden part of the tracks, I think, like I said, I want a darker, oh, you still have to pay the 26 for shipping. Oh yeah, Sherry, I was not joking when Blue Skies, I wasn't joking when I said it was expensive. It's yeah, but it's worth it. I'm telling you, when I tell you it took me so long, I was like, I kept going, okay, I'm gonna get it. No, it's too expensive. All right, I'm gonna get it. No, it's too expensive. I kept going back and forth with myself, so trust me, I know. I think I'm going to grab some, I don't know if I want, maybe, because I do want it darker, but I still want it to be, I might grab maybe some of this nougat, maybe some burnt umber, Van Dyke maybe. Let's test it. Yeah, it will break your pockets, let me tell you. But again, it's worth it. I think it's worth it. If you really, really enjoy coloring and you really like just want to, because that book, you don't have to like have a certain like color palette if you don't want to. You can kind of just go with, you know, something seems off about this. I'm not sure what it is. Like something's off. This will be my only book purchase for the year. Yeah. Uh, when you event, but see, that's exactly what I was saying. A lot of people will say that. I even was like, my skills is not good enough for this book, but you don't have to have a certain color palette, and you don't have to kind of follow what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I mean, you can have a certain color palette, but you can just like, I've seen people and they're like, oh, you know, my my skills aren't good enough, and they'll color it and it'll look great. Like, View even said the same thing. I think she was like, oh, you know, and I'm like, nah, like it don't even matter. Like if you feel like you can use it as like a learning thing, really. Did I not pull out walnut? What are these colors I pulled out here? Oh, I went with Van Dyke. Okay, dark. The sepia is a maybe, but anyway, Van Dyke. Hold on, guys. Burnt ochre, umber. All right, we're gonna test it. Yeah, I said the same thing when I bought it. I was like, listen, it's gonna be a minute before I buy something else, but that was a lie. But I feel you on that one though. So, but my coloring skills aren't, you know, up there, and I still enjoy the book. So, and don't y'all dare say they are, because they are not. Let me tell you, they are not. I think this is a perfect color for this. Yes, I do a lot of trial and error when it comes to my coloring. It does not um, turn out. A lot of the things that I color, they don't turn out the way I envision them. They still turn out, you know, I like the way they turn out, because you're supposed to like whatever it is you do. But they don't always turn out the way I envision them, and that's okay too, because we are all learning. Nobody is professional at this that I know of, so we're all right. And if you want to color in that book and you want it to use it for learning, even though it's an expensive book, um, you can still, you know, learn some things from it, because it's so playful. The art is so playful, and you know, it's not something serious or realistic. You know, it's all made up stuff. So I would personally use it for, you know, because I mean, look, if you look at mine, and I know I keep zooming you guys in and out, so I'm not even gonna, like, how many people you see flying on these things? None. None at all. So you can play with colors. Like, I play with colors a lot on this page. The only thing that was probably realistic was water in the sky. These hills, I kind of don't. I like them, but I don't. I feel like I could have did better on the hills. But like this tower thing, um, I was just trying stuff. So, especially on this other page, I was really trying colors on this one. But I like the way it comes out. I even was like, okay, I think I wrote one of these color combos. There is water-based marker. I haven't shaded it yet. So, this right here, this is what it looked like at the start. I threw some water-based markers on it and then I went and shaded them. So, uh, just play around. You can play around because it's, the humans is probably the only thing that's semi-realistic, and even then I'm not so sure because they've got really long necks and stuff. So, but no one's standing on a tower pumping smoke into animals so they can fly them around it's all made up. So you can play with colors and stuff. um it's nothing that oh, I have to color this realistically. No, no, you don't. Play with colors, play with color combos. It doesn't have to be realistic. It doesn't have to be perfect. Throw some glitter. I threw some stickles on mine, some metallic watercolors. You copy my heels and tower, that's fine. Yeah, if you see somebody, you know, um, the way, like if you like the way someone colors something, copy them. What they gonna do? Sue you? Copy them. Especially if you want to like learn, um, and you're like, oh, I like the way that person did this, so that's the best way to learn. Copy them. Yep. It's not like you taking it, going to go sell it and make millions off of it, or anything like that. You are coloring. I'm not. Copy it. I'll tell you guys in a minute. If you see something that I'm doing that you like and you want to know, the colors for it or how to do it, I don't mind showing. You want to copy, copy. That's the main reason why I do most of this stuff. Show you guys, and hopefully you learn while I'm learning. And listen, it's all fun. We're all here to hang out and figure this coloring stuff out. It's not supposed to be stressful. So if you see something I'm doing and you like it, don't be stressing like, oh, I'm a copy. I hope she don't mind. I don't. Go for it. It's not that serious. If it makes you happy, do it. Um, I'm not gatekeeping coloring secrets or anything like that. It's you're scared of it. Don't be scared, Linda. Just do it. See, now if you always want to see someone who just legitimately just picks up colors and just go, aside from me, Linda, she picks up colors and she be like, listen, I'm just gonna see if it works. If it works, then it works. If it don't, then try something else. Like, you always thinks I just pick up stuff and be like, I think I'm a little bit more methodical than Linda, but Linda, she'll pick up a pencil and be like, all right, let's see if this works. And she'll just throw it on the page and I'll be like, woof, my anxiety. But a lot of the times it works. Or if she gets stuck and I'm in the chat, I'm like, well, try this. And we all be like, just try it. See if it works. If it don't, then it's like, oops, okay, we'll try something different on another page then. It's not that serious. Unless you want it to be that serious, then I feel like if you want to be that serious, then maybe find a class or something. But, ain't that serious, y'all. Just have fun. But I'm like that too. I mean, I'll do something and be like, what was I thinking? And I'll be like, oh, well, it's there now. So, like, this page in Aviary, let me tell you guys, where's it at? I'll give you an example. Because I'll get to back to this page at some point. But this page annoyed me, and I don't really like how it's turning out, but, is it Aviary? Yeah, okay. Right, so we have my bird page here, right? And the main reason it annoyed me is because I think I couldn't figure out the background. And like the rest of the page is okay. I love how the bird is. The background was annoying me, and I don't think there's enough colors that pop. I think it's too dull. I don't know. So I went originally with yellow background, as you guys can see. Didn't like it, couldn't stand it. I was like, what was I thinking? Absolutely not. And I went over it with black. So once I finish this page, though, I'm going to add some black glitter or something back there to make it look less depressing. And then also I did black with the alcohol marker, and then that was looking, no, I started with the acrylic paint pen and it was looking weird. So then I did it with the, you guys listen, it's patchy, but I'm going to finish it at some point. It's a slow process. I added some colors to the treasure chest. I haven't shaded it yet. Shading those coins one by one. Well, the ones that stand out, I'm shading one by one. These are the ones I'm just slapping color on, because that's too many little circles for me. But these feathers, I am doing one by one. So that's taking, it's a process. And then I don't think I wrote down the colors I was using. If I did, I cannot find them anywhere. So I have to play the guessing game too. So learning process. I'm just chopping that up as a learning process. And yeah, so we're all learning. Don't, you know, it is what it is. I'm definitely not the greatest. So yeah, it is a process. It is. It's a lot of hair pulling. But it's not supposed to be. So sometimes I have to remind myself, like, all right, you screwed this page up, but we'll figure it out. But you don't have to figure it out right then and there. That's the thing. If it's stressing you out, put it up. Don't sit there and try to figure it out, because that's not what this is supposed to be. We are supposed to be relaxing. So if that's probably another reason why I have so many whips. If I can't figure out what I'm doing on a page, I'm putting it up. I'll get back to you. I'm not abandoning. Now I have some pages that I just don't want to come back to, and that's okay. But for the most part, if I ever want to come back to it, it's there. It's not going anywhere. So don't stress it. You want to get wilder going and mess up some pages? Go for it. Just enjoy it. It is expensive though, so if you know, don't have the funds to get it, they do have postcards and posters and stuff, and then you can figure out if you actually even, you guys can't see absolutely nothing. You can figure out like if it's something that you actually want. So there's that, because yeah, exactly, Linda. So make it work. But I enjoy the book, so I just move really slow with it because I have that I don't want to mess it up mindset. I'm talking all this mess, but I have that I don't want to mess it up mindset. And so that's why I go so slow. And even if I do mess it up or do something I don't like, it's still okay. Like, I didn't really like the hills, and I was like, all right, I'm over it. I don't really like them, but it doesn't look bad, so it is what it is. I'm gonna bring in something to, I need a lighter brown. I'm thinking, I do have a cream, I think, in this. Ivory, I think it's called, not cream. Yep. Gonna use ivory to kind of blend this in right here, because I want it to have a little bit of, yeah. So there's our one lonely train track. So I think that's actually good. Do you need 5 pencils to color that? No, you don't. But here I am being difficult with myself for no reason. But I do like that, so that's what I'm gonna use for that. Now, metallic wise, There's like a lot of little bits and bobs. I do want to add some kind of metallic. So maybe these little wispy things, I'll put some metallic in. But yeah. Yeah, it is. That page is a challenge, I'm telling you. But, you know, I'll figure it out one of these days. No rush. It's not going anywhere. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon, so figure it out. I think that's kind of why I like doing live streams better than regular uploads because I can answer questions easier. Sometimes when I do regular uploads, trying to answer a question in those comments is it's not tough, but especially if my answer is really long, it's like, okay, how do I shorten this answer but still answer it to the point where you get the information you need? And I'm like, I'll just answer it in the next video. But at the same time, it's kind of like, well, I don't know. That person could be working on the page right then and there, and they might need my answer right then and there, you know. So I do my best to answer questions if I have the answers to them. I don't have all the answers. I was watching Evelyn's live. Was it a Yeah, it was a live because I was talking directly to her, and she was showing us how to do the alcohol markers on double-sided pages so they won't go through. And I was like, what? I've never heard of that. I was like, let me see the back of that page because I was at work and I was just like, wait a minute, let me see, let me just make sure. I'm too scared to try it, but she did it and it didn't go through. But I'm chicken, and so if anybody else, I might need to see that done 2, 3, 4 times before I actually be bold enough to do it myself. Even though she literally did it and showed me the back and it did not go through, and I was like, what? Who? Evelyn Colors is her channel name, I think. And I was like, wait a minute. And I know she probably was like, Bubbles, I just showed the back of the page. And I'm like, let me see the back of that page again. And she probably thought I was crazy, but I was like, now, did I just see that? And I'm looking at her do it. I'm at work and I'm looking at her do it, but I'm just like, Did I? I'm like, I didn't know that. I'm like, no. Am I tripping? I was like, let me see the back of that page. Because sometimes when I'm at work and I'm like watching lives and stuff, and I might mishear something, and I'm like, let me make sure I'm not mishearing her say she using these alcohol markers on this double-sided page and it ain't going through. So, it was nice to see that it didn't go through. Let me tell you. I was like, oh, all right. Um, so she's another good channel. It's a lot of. I like watching the smaller YouTube channels, but there's like a thing to that. Like, if you're a smaller YouTube channel and I can't hear you, because I like to watch YouTube at night, but if I cannot hear you and I have to turn my tablet all the way up and I still can't really hear you, um, it's really hard for me to watch. Or if you have like the music blasting, and I'm not a fan of watching videos with music anyway, so when you have it blasting, that's hard to watch too. But I like watching the smaller channels that kind of got it together, you know. Um, though small channels are hard to find because the bigger channels, they just take over, and so it's hard to find the smaller ones. Uh-oh, there we go. Had to stop for a drink. So I like this brown. This is nice. So for some reason, this tree is screaming like, I don't really want to do it. I'm thinking green. I feel like the train needs to be done before I do the tree. And I still want a dark blue for this background, but the background is very small. So I might do it in, I don't want to kick myself, but I might do it in pencil, or I can take, what do I have? Because I do want it to be dark blue. I can just do a dark blue in this, whatchamacallit, and be done. Or I can put down this grayish blue and build it up from there. And then she's got an umbrella, so it's like, what's up with the umbrella? I don't think it's raining, but we can make it seem like it's raining since she has an umbrella. So we can do some of these cooler or bluer grays. This green gray even looks like it might work since we're gonna have some green. And then we have this light jade green that might work also. We can build on that and make it really dark and creepy. I actually like that. This is like a green gray. I kind of like that because it gives a bit more of a kind of, not creepy, but like spooky kind of vibe. I don't know. So we can do that. Probably do that and then maybe head off. I hate to head off, but I have to charge my phone before we go washing. So, that's not the right one. I need GG40. And I also probably want to just kind of chill a little bit before we head out. Because it's 3:30 right now. And I've already got my clothes and everything together. So, I don't know. I learn more and enjoy the conversation. Yeah, with the smaller channels, right? So, okay. So, I'm gonna, and guys, with your alcohol markers, especially when they're new, don't open it over your book. I learned that the hard way. Luckily, I was able to cover it up, but especially when they're new, they're like really juicy, and sometimes the ink will fly out, and that's not fun. So I'm going with this light jade green gray color, and there are some little tiny, and even with this I can probably do like I can get a better look of what color and how I want the tree to look also. These are so juicy. Be careful. I'm probably gonna go over the line on some of this because Joseph's lines are very thin and these markers spread, so be careful with that is what I was getting at. But it's okay if it goes over. These trees will probably be some kind of dark color anyway, so yeah, it's unavoidable basically. It's alright. I don't stress too hard about stuff like that because who's looking that hard? I'm most certainly not, and you guys probably can't even see it, so not worried about it. Your marker skills suck. Mine aren't the greatest, let me tell you. I use mine mostly for basing, but I'm trying to pull out of that. I'm trying to kind of, I'm scared though, like, okay, so in my sketchbook, I'm trying to work on coloring my things, and I'm trying to use marker. I'm trying to avoid colored pencil because one, that paper is really smooth in that book, so I know my markers aren't gonna, I mean, my pencils aren't gonna behave the way I want them to because it's not, I don't think there's any texture really on that paper. I think it's just really smooth because it's marker paper. So I'm trying to use only marker, and it's a little terrifying. So I think I may only have like one thing still colored in there. And then also, um, I don't take my markers to work, but I take my sketchbook to work. So there's more sketches in there than colored things, and I need to play catch up. So I might do some coloring in my sketchbook tomorrow because it's much needed. Because eventually, because I don't know if I'm probably gonna eventually have to do it that way, but when I do my story, I kind of want to keep it traditional, but I know when it comes to like writing it, I don't know if I'm gonna have all. It's not gonna be wordless. It's gonna be a story to it. So eventually, I'm gonna have to roll it over into digital version, but I kind of want to do the thing traditionally. So I need to learn how to get these colors together with markers. 19 new colors of the Ohuhu. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, markers is definitely a thing to focus on. They scare me too. They scare a lot of people. And I can see why. Like, it's so, especially, I have almost all of the Ohuhu colors. I have the whatever set this is, 320. And then I was gifted the skin tone set, 24, I think, or 36. I don't remember. Um, so when you have so many colors, it's just like it's easier to pick the color you want because it's most likely there. You don't have to worry about it. But then when it comes to picking shading and light colors and all that stuff, it scares me quite a bit. I don't know why. 'Cause I can probably apply the same concept that I use with my colored pencils, and I might be able to skate by a little bit. But then I see like videos on YouTube of artists pulling like colors you wouldn't even think to use, and they're using it for like the shading and the undertone. Apparently, that's a thing too. And I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, I need to take like a class or something because they have like those classes like on Skill Tree or something maybe. Just because usually I try to figure something like that out on my own, but because I want to have some kind of color marker coloring skill when it comes to my story, because what I think I want to do is I might put it out in like chapters. And I think I want to actually start working on the story, and I'm not sure if I want to record myself drawing the story out. Obviously not all of the story, but like some parts, work with it on my tablet with you guys, and then maybe because right now I'm just kind of drawing them in different areas of the world, doing little things, um, because I don't actually have the whole story mapped out in my head. I just have roughly what want to I want to happen. So um, I don't know if I want to do it because digitally it'll be easier to kind of erase and try different things. But I'm not. I would love to learn how to do it digitally. I have a book on how to use Procreate, but for some reason it's just not sticking. So um, I may just do it traditionally first. Maybe get a decent scanner and scan it, and then just kind of fix whatever I need to fix in Procreate, do little fixes. I think I might do it that way because that's a little less scary. Because I feel more comfortable with traditional work. The only issue is coloring it. So, plus there's something satisfying about sketching in a sketchbook, filling it up too. So, maybe I'll bring you guys along for that. I did start kind of something in my sketchbook with you guys. It wasn't doing so well, so I haven't done it in a while. But I was doing sketchbook stories with you guys, and I would do like little sketches and talk about what's going on in the sketch and so on and so forth. But it would just be the sketch. I wouldn't like color it or anything. And I kind of want to maybe get back into something similar, but I'm thinking maybe instead of doing the sketching part with you guys, maybe do the coloring part instead. I don't know. Figure it out. So, lots of things we can do here while chatting and hanging out. Because I color and I do try to draw. So, if one day I don't feel like coloring and I'm not feeling it, we can just do some sketches and talk about my characters and develop some characters and fun stuff like that. If we're not feeling the coloring vibe for the day. So this thing has some windows. I don't think this is a window. I think this is like inside of train. This is inside of train. But like through here, you can see that that is part. You can see outside. So I'm going to put some of that down. And then the rest of this is, I think, okay. But I am going to keep this out just in case I see some parts that needs to be colored. Because it always happens. So we got a little spooky vibe going on here. And I think for this ground, it looks like dirt, like maybe soil. But there's also some rock. So I might do this like maybe a little bit of gray with some brown. And then down here, this is probably also part of the sky. Because I can see little bits through the train. And maybe a little down here. So it's like little bits and pieces that we can kind of look through. I still think these trees would look good as like a dark bluish green. Do I have something like that? Do I have what I'm talking about in my head? So like, even like one of these darker like jean color blues would be kind of cool for the trees. Because I don't think I want these trees to be just brown. That's too much brown. I want to add some like, and I think that would look really cool on top of the red train. Because it's going to be a dark red. And the trees, I was thinking like a blue-green, but I don't really see the color in my head that I'm thinking about here. Maybe this one, but it's almost the same as the background. So I kind of like that blue, this dolphin blue maybe. Because we need a light color so that we can kind of build on it. So one of these blue grays might work out. Literally blue gray 6 maybe? Or one of these jean blues. I kind of like the jean blue color. So maybe I'll start with the smoky blue. And don't even have to do it with, whatchamacallit, alcohol marker if we don't want to. But I do like the smoky blue. And then we can just base like this, the tree and the vines. We don't have to go straight pencil through with everything. because that's another way to save your pencils too. And then for color wise, I might bring in the Pablos because the Pablos has a nice like jean color blue. But we also have Helio turquoise. But the blues in here is mostly, we have like sky blue, like ultramarine. But I need something a bit darker. And I think the Pablos would be a good way to go with that. Even Derwent also. Okay, bye. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Yeah, smoky blue is what I'm leaning towards, Linda. Um, she like, I'm scared. She's like, I'm out of here. I don't blame her. Yeah, okay. So smoky blue is number B260. Where is that at? Right here. Okay. And then also, if you don't want to start, because this is like the mid color or like the light color, I want them to be kind of dark. So I'm thinking start with this. And then the little wispy things will probably be like a bold metallic blue or something. Or even green. Maybe green. But yeah. Winsor & Newton has a line watercolor markers now. Oh yeah, I want to try those Ecoline markers. I have them on my wish list. A couple packs I want to try. Oh yeah, I've seen people use those and need to get my hands on some of those at some point. Notice the at some point part. Now these trees are blue, and I think the leaves will be probably a darker blue. Maybe, I don't know, I didn't think that part through. Figure it out when we get to it. Okay. Yeah, when we darken this, it's gonna look pretty cool. You could even like use just straight alcohol marker, but I want to use pencil shading. But I do like the blue. That's nice. I totally forgot that I was supposed to stream Zelda this past Sunday. I don't know what the heck happened. So I might do that tomorrow as well. I know some of you were like, where did she go? What happened? We want to know what's happening next. And I forgot. I think it's just I was so tired from work. So, I might get around to that tomorrow. So, I'm liking the blue. So we can do, because that red is going to stand out awesomely. I'll probably have to bring in like some acrylic to like put around these wisps so they can look like they're glowing. This page is going to be the don't be scared to test things out page, because you all know I ain't never did no blue tree, but for some reason it was calling out to me, so that's what we're doing. And we'll see how the page itself turns out. Because right now I do like it, especially against that weird greenish background. So we got the big tree. I'm gonna skip the big one and I'm gonna do this one over here. Just for time purposes, because this will give me something to work on today. So I have this I'll work on, and then also I want to finish the lizard page. So I'll work on that. We'll see how far I get on my own with this page. Because I'm probably going to turn on the TV and then it'll, you know, depending on what I'm watching, some kind of crime show or something, I might make some decent progress. So I'll post probably in the community tab how far I've gotten so you guys can see. But I like to wait for the alcohol marker to kind of dry before I put things on top, because it tends to, if you don't wait, it'll tear up the paper, mess up your drawing or your coloring, and then I'll be sad face. So with that being said, I like to make sure it's dry before I go in. I might even bring some Holbeins. I don't really like to use the Holbeins in this book. It depends on what I'm using it on, actually. But I do like the blue, so that's a plus. So I'll work on, oh, View's back. Yeah, I was just saying, bring out your markers. Don't tear your hands up trying to color the whole page in pencil, because I'll do it. I'll sit here and do this whole page in pencil and be asking myself why afterwards, when I can get almost the same effect doing it with marker base. But like the train, I might do it in pencil though, but some of this stuff can be done with marker. So for those that are coloring along for the trees, I'm using B26 Smoky Blue. For the background, we use GG040 Light Jade Green Gray. Very long color. But yep, that's what we got so far. We made some pretty good progress today, even though I spent 30 minutes picking a page. So I'm going to work on this and this today. I need to do the water. And then this one, once I do the water and his eyes, this one will be done. And then if I want, I can start this one. Because I'm trying not to have more than 2 whips. Or I'm going to do that ladybug, this one, because this one's a little less stressful. So it doesn't make any sense to have 2 super extra detailed pages going. So I might do this one and this one. I can even start this one because this one's almost done. So if I wanted to, I can start this one tonight because I'm itching to color those ladybugs and work on this one. Smoky Blue B260 is Smoky Blue. B260, and the light jade green gray is GG040. Yeah. So yeah, so I can, because now that I have some whips in here, I can go to my coloring journal, wherever that is at. It's located somewhere. So like under Magical Earth, which don't ask me where it is, but it's in here somewhere. This is my little, oh, Magical Earth. So instead of 1 total whips, it will be 2. So I need to fix that later. And then yeah, once the lizard page is done, I can put 1 for completed pages. Right now I only have most of my mythographic ones written down in here that I'm keeping track of. But that's something else I need to work on too. But I'll get around to it. GG040. Yep, exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna go charge my phone. I might even cook really quick before we leave, and do that. And then maybe later when I come back, maybe I'll do some coloring in Wildergore, and we'll see. Post some pictures when I'm done. I don't know. Today's just gonna be relaxful. Once we're done washing, I'm just gonna be hanging out for the rest of the day, trying not to pull my tooth out of my mouth. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'll see you probably tomorrow if, because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. Praying they give me something for the swelling in my mouth because it looks like I've been hit with a golf ball. But when I come back, because it's going to be super early, so when I come back, I'll probably take a little nap or finish sleeping the morning, and then probably we'll get on and color some more. If, depending on how my mouth feels, we're either going to work on this one or we're going to start back in Christmas in July page. So, all right, I'm going to head out of here. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Bye. Bye, View. Bye, Blue Skies. Bye, Linda. Bye, Brittany. Bye, Julie, if you're still here. I know it's Cherry G. She dipped out of here because it was about the storm, so she's gone. But bye, everyone. Have a good night.